The Coalition for Justice has aimed jibes at Amnesty International for failing to prove allegations of human rights abuses against the Nigerian military before the presidential panel, despite hiring a team of international lawyers. Speaking at the press conference on Monday in Abuja, National Secretary Barrister Abiodun Sodiq Babalola said it monitored the Nigerian military's activities and found Amnesty International claim to be totally false.
It is on record that the federal government of Nigeria had inaugurated an 8-man presidential investigative panel to review compliance of the armed forces with human rights obligations and rules of engagement in 2017. We wish to state that this presidential investigative panel was mandated to, amongst other things, review the extant rules of engagement applicable to armed forces of Nigeria and the extent to which they complied thereto. We consequently wish to state that Amnesty International in operation in Nigeria made over 150 submissions against the Nigerian military through its lawyers, including Femi Falana SAN, Professor Ojukwu SAN, as well as other international human rights lawyers, to support their claims that the Nigerian military has consistently violated human rights in its operations. The Coalition for Truth and Justice, however, wishes to state that the Presidential Investigation Panel absolved completely the Nigerian military of human rights violations, as the brilliant lawyers they paraded by Amnesty International could not prove that the Nigerian military indeed violated human rights in their operations.
The group further revealed that Amnesty International lawyers relied on newspaper reports and news items planted in the media, as it was unable to prove beyond any reasonable doubt that the allegations were indeed genuine.
The lawyers merely relied on newspaper reports and news items planted in the media by Amnesty International, as it was not able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the allegations were indeed genuine. We wish to state that since the successful countering of the claims of human rights violations by Amnesty International at the Presidential Investigative Panel, Amnesty International has elected to continue its campaign of calumny against the Nigerian military using roses. We have it on competent authority on how Amnesty International is now sponsoring some local NGOs to run a campaign of calumny against the military in recent times.
Amnesty International had claimed it received credible evidence that as the military regained control, more than 600 people, mostly unarmed, recaptured detainees were executed in various locations across Maiduguri. However, Amnesty International's legal team were unable to back up the bogus allegation before the presidential panel, and the coalition recorded the group's usual campaign of calumny against the Nigerian military.
The Coalition for Truth and Justice wishes to inform the members of the general public that Amnesty International as an organization has been adequately mobilized by some enemies of Nigeria that are covertly sponsoring violence in Nigeria to continue to use its platform to distract and discredit the Nigerian military, especially in this period that the Nigerian military is making significant gains in the war against terrorism in northeast Nigeria and other parts of the country. The insincerity of Amnesty International is indeed legendary, with the fact that their activity is fraught with lies, deceit, selection bias, fraud, and as well as an ideology and foreign policy bias against either non-Western countries or Western-supported countries.
The coalition therefore warned Amnesty International and its sponsored proxies to discontinue its propaganda of mischief against the Nigerian military with immediate effect, otherwise face the wrath of Nigerians. From Abuja, Lawrence Audu, TVN News.